Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's talk about something really amazing today. Have you ever imagined what a perfect kingdom would be like? Well, we're going to jump into a story about a truly great king who's building an incredible kingdom, and guess what? It's for us.
All right, so are you ready to learn about this king? Let's do it. This is going to be a really wonderful adventure. I can feel it. Okay, first things first. We have to meet the hero of our story. Now, he might not be who you'd expect a king to be. Ready? Let's meet the Big Lamb. Yep, you heard that right. This Big Lamb is actually another name for Christ, our amazing king. I know what you're thinking. When you hear the word lamb, you probably think of something small and gentle, right? But this lamb is also a super powerful king. And right now, he's working on a huge, very special project. He is building a beautiful kingdom for every single one of us to live in.
Now, for his kingdom to be a really safe and peaceful place, the king has to do something very important first. He's got to deal with a big troublemaker, this naughty dragon, who represents the devil. The king is going to catch him and lock him away for 1,000 years. Can you imagine? That will make the world a truly safe place for everyone.
So what is this special kingdom all about? What does it even look like? And, most importantly, how can we be a part of it? Let's find out. This is so cool. The kingdom actually has two parts, but they're totally connected. Think of it like a big house with two floors. There's the part up in the sky, this bright, shining home, and then there's a part right here on Earth, a super peaceful home. Both parts together make one incredible home for all of us. Wow, that sounds absolutely incredible, doesn't it? Which, of course, leads to a really important question for you and me. How do we actually get ready for a place like that? Well, getting ready isn't as complicated as you might think. It really comes down to a few things. First, we learn to be brave when things get tough. See, those hard times aren't there to hurt us. They're actually chances for the king's own life to grow bigger and stronger inside of us. And all that growth, it's getting us ready to one day help rule with him in his kingdom. How amazing is that? Okay, so we know he's a builder, but he's so much more than that. He is the ultimate king, the king over all other kings. Let's talk a little more about just how powerful he really is. And get this. This might be my favorite part. We get to be in his army. But wait, it's not the kind of army you're thinking of. It's a happy army of sheep. And our king, the Big Lamb, leads us to win against all the sad and bad things in the world. So, if we're in an army, we have to train, right? Well, our training is to practice riding our white horses. Now, what in the world does that mean? It's a really cool way of saying that we share the king's good news, the gospel, with all the people we meet.
Every great king needs a weapon, right? Well, our king has the most powerful weapon of all, a shiny sword. But it's not a metal sword that you can hold. This amazing ultimate weapon is the Word of God. His words are what change everything.
So, being in this happy army means we have a special mission. Let's check out what our important job is all about. Okay, every army has a uniform, and ours is awesome. We get to wear shiny, clean, white clothes. But here's the secret. These clothes aren't made of cotton. They're actually made of all the good and kind things we do for the king every single day. Isn't that a beautiful thought? Our good actions literally become our uniform. And just like the king has his sword, the Word of God, we get to use it too. When we speak the king's words, we can actually chase away the enemy, that sneaky wolf, Satan. It's like our own shield and weapon, all made of God's truth. That's where we get our protection and our strength.
So, you might be wondering, how do I practice for such a big job? Well, it starts with the simple things we can do every day. Things like being a good helper in the church, or just learning to really care about the people around us. Every time we do that, we're practicing for our big mission, helping the king take care of the whole world.
Wow, we've talked about so much. The king, his amazing kingdom, and our special part in this whole incredible story. So now, it comes down to a question just for you. Are you ready to walk with him? This whole journey isn't something we have to wait for. It's not for someday way off in the future. The invitation is for right now, for today. We can literally hold the king's hand and start walking with him right this very minute. And I want to share a powerful thought with you. Sometimes we might feel really small, and you know what? That's totally okay. Because we can say, I am very little, but the king is everything to me. It's not about how strong we are, it's about how great he is, and that's where our true strength comes from. So I'll leave you with this to think about. How are you going to walk with the King today? What's one simple, kind thing you can do to be a part of his joyful army? Thanks so much for joining me to explore this wonderful story.